What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this nice, beautiful Thursday. I'm doing real good myself. I come across this particular video right here about Egypt, that they did about 3 days ago. And they're actually throwing a parade. I'm talking about a lavish parade. You understand? For the transportation of mummies. Mummies. 22 of them, okay? uh 18 kings and 4 queens, of dead bodies, mind you, that's been dead for over 3,000 years and has been preserved. They've been preserved from all that time. Now it makes you wonder, why would they preserve these bodies? I have my own opinions about it. I'm gonna just say that. Let's check this 2 minute and 5 second video out, and then I'll get into the commentary.
Egypt held a lavish parade this weekend as the remains of 22 ancient rulers were transported to their new home. The mummies are a national treasure and were carried in specialized vehicles to a new national museum south of Cairo. Sally Nabil, with our partners at the BBC, was there.
A procession fit for royalty. The mummies of ancient Egyptian kings and queens have left their residence in the Egyptian Museum in the heart of Cairo. They have been moved to a new museum south of the capital, where they will reside for good.
Watching the royal mummies being moved to their new resting place is an impressive moment, a scene to remember. The monarchs making this journey include Queen Hatshepsut and King Ramses II, two of the most famous rulers in ancient Egypt. It's very energetic here, a very vibrant atmosphere.
The mummies parade in custom-made vehicles fitted with shock absorbers to avoid any damage during the journey. The festival-like ceremony, meant to lure tourists back into Egypt, was coupled with tight security measures. Arriving at their new residence in the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization, the royal bodies have been saluted with gunshots. They have been received by the Egyptian president, who takes pride in such a dazzling event. The mummies won't be put on display straight away. It will take a team of experts nearly 2 weeks to further examine them and carefully unpack them. Sally Nabil, BBC News, Cairo.
Wow, look. The introduction of the Olympics ain't got nothing on what they doing to promote just a transformation, of some mummies from A to B to a new museum. I'm telling y'all, it's more to this than what they're telling us, okay? I hope you guys are getting ready out there. You understand? I hope you guys are preparing. I hope you guys are repenting and everything else, because it is said in the end times that where the Antichrist himself, when he springs up, it will be in the Middle East. He will be coming out of the Middle East. Okay? It's said that that the Antichrist will spring up from a country that's north of Israel. All right? To make war with the country that's south of Israel. Okay? Well, south of Lebanon. I'm going to just say that. One of those countries is Egypt. All right? Now, when you go back to the old movies, not even the real old movies, but let's just say the modern day movies of the Mummy movie itself, okay? We know that when they preserve those mummies, just like they did in real life here, and they lay somewhere for thousands of years or whatever, eventually somebody goes and do something to cause that mummy to be resurrected. You understand what I'm saying? This is what I mean. So what's to say that with all these ancient time prophecies that they've preserved these mummified bodies for some spirit to jump in when it's time for the end time war, if you understand where I'm coming from. See, because it is said that the Antichrist is going to first conquer. Well, he's going to come out of Lebanon and he's going to conquer the country, you understand, that's south to him, the king. So then if you got these other, say, fallen angels, this is just an opinion, okay? Fallen angels on one side and the other is on the other side, fighting. Now, I'm telling you right now that the Antichrist that comes out of Lebanon is going to be Lebanon, will conquer Egypt. I'm just going to tell you that right now. But my thing is this, with all of this trouble you're going through, just for some dead, they are dead. They are dead. Those bodies are dead. Why would you have to wonder, why would they put all of this energy, years after years, of making sure those mummified bodies, stay pristine, over all the years? You see, I think it's for spirits to come in and inhabit, and then they're going to rise, you understand, and then do what is prophesied, in the scriptures. Let's go there. See, people, there's fin to be a power struggle, and Egypt is preparing for it. That's what the deal is with all of these mummies and stuff. You don't throw all of this big parade firing off cannons and people marching in the streets. I mean, like I said, the Olympics ain't got nothing on this ceremony right here, just for some transportation of some dead bodies. Okay, though they have preserved those bodies for a reason, and I believe it's for spirits to inhabit those bodies, and then they're going to come alive to get prepared for the war with the Antichrist, for a power struggle. Okay, now here in Daniel chapter 11, verses 36 through 45, talks about, briefly about it. Let's read. And the king shall do accordingly to his will, and he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished. For that is determined shall be done. 37. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any God, for he shall magnify himself above all. We're talking about the Antichrist, people. You understand what I'm saying? The one that comes out of Lebanon, all right? Now, to continue in verse 38, but in the estate shall he honor the God of forces, and a God whom his fathers knew not shall he honor with God and silver, with gold and silver, and with precious stones and pleasant things. Thus shall he do in the most strongholds with a strange God, whom he shall acknowledge, and increase with glory, and he shall cause them to rule over many, and shall divide the land for gain. All right. Verse 40. And at the time of the end shall the king of the south push at him. Okay, we're talking about Egypt here. Okay. And the king of the north shall come against him like a whirlwind, with chariots and with horsemen and with many ships, and he shall enter into the countries and shall overflow and pass over. Okay. 41, he shall enter also into the glorious land, and many countries shall be overthrown, but these shall escape out of his hand, even Edom and Moab, and the chief of the children of Ammon. 42, he shall stretch forth his hand also upon the countries, and the land of Egypt shall not escape. Okay. 43, but he shall have power over the treasure of gold and of silver, and over all the precious things of Egypt. Okay. And the Libyans and the Ethiopians shall be at his steps. 44, but tidings out of the east and out of the north shall trouble him. Therefore he shall go forth with great fury to destroy and utterly to make away many. 45, and he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas in the glorious holy mountain. Yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him. Okay, we're talking about the Antichrist himself, people. All right, that's who we're talking about, the Antichrist himself. See, so yeah, there's fin to be a war with the king of the north, which is in Lebanon, which is directly north of Israel, and with the king of the south, which is Egypt. Okay, that's what this all boils down to. That's what they're preparing themselves. That's what this is all preparation for. This whole entire, this is what I believe. Okay, and I'm just trying to basically compare it to scripture, because see, when you go with the scriptures, you can basically understand things a lot better. It becomes more clear to you when the Most High give you. That's what I believe, So yeah, that's what this is all about. You don't do all this, I mean, wow. Yeah, those mummified bodies, I think some spirits is going to inhabit those bodies, and they're going to come back alive. And when they do, this is when they're going to prepare to make war, the power struggle against the Antichrist. But see, the thing with the Antichrist, he's going to be destroyed anyway, along with the dragon, when Christ himself, the Most High, comes back. You know what I'm saying? See, this is what this Antichrist is going to try to do. Once he conquers Egypt, and all the rest of them around, he's going to make war with Christ himself. And he will utterly fail. I can tell you that. That's what I want to show you guys. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section about this whole entire situation. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, your views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.